You've been asking your whole life without realizing it, but the universe doesn't answer pleading. It answers the silent tone you carry. If your inner sound is tension, the reply is always delay. Today I'm inviting you to change your tone, because when you ask like a master, the universe can only nod yes. Let's begin with a gentle, deep truth. Everything is vibration and words are the carrier wave. Your subconscious does not argue, it accepts instructions. When you speak in faith, that instruction enters sacred order and becomes fact under grace in perfect ways. As Florence Scovel Shinn taught, your word is your wand, but the wand only works when the hand is steady. So right now, pause the noise, place a hand over your heart and shift registers from rush to still, from lack to sufficiency, from begging to authority. A quick story to show you the difference. Lena in Austin was waiting on a raise, tiptoeing through a new relationship and worried about credit card debt. Every night she asked the universe, but really she rehearsed fear. Please let me cover the bill. Please don't let him leave. Please don't let my boss say no. The more she pleaded, the more postponement emails arrived, the more mixed signals she got, the more the bills stayed right on time. One day, Lena changed her ritual deep breath, shoulders tall, and 3 calm directives. My rightful income expands in perfect timing. I only welcome mutual respectful love. Money arrives through honest channels I serve. She dropped the deadline grip and did her part, submitted a value-rich proposal at work, closed the half-light relationship and booked a financial coaching session. 3 weeks later, her manager invited a compensation review, the relationship clarified into true friendship with room to grow, and a side project she'd dismissed paid its first check. No flashy miracle, just a new tone and life kept beat. This episode will train that tone with 3 small practices and 1 nightly seal. State before speech, align your nervous system before you make a request so your word lands as a gentle, decisive command. Expectation without a deadline. Hold certainty without strangling the how or when so you don't cancel your own order. Sacred command. Short, clear, ethically bounded under grace, so it returns through right channels only. Night seal 3 minutes, gratitude in the past. Perfect an open door line to what's truly yours and 1 tiny act of trust to close the day. If you've been asking loudly while a whisper inside still says what if, we're going to listen to that whisper and gently replace it with the register of a creator. You don't need to shout, you need the right pitch. The pitch of poise I ask from stillness. I receive in ease. What is mine arrives under grace in perfect ways. Now let's unroll. Scroll 1. Ask from stillness, not strain, a 60-second practice to drop body and mind into orbit, so every word you speak is heard by the subconscious as a kind, unshakable instruction. Ready to begin and tune your asking voice so the universe can only say yes. My friend, let me touch the heart of it. The universe doesn't hear fear, it hears your tone. When you ask with a tremble in your chest, your words turn into static. You can say, I want, but if your body whispers, I lack the subconscious, the faithful librarian of law files the whisper, not the words. To ask like a creator of your life, you don't need to shout louder, you need to become quieter inside. Stillness isn't idleness. It's peaceful power, the place where your word is received as a gentle, decisive command. Picture an old radio on a windowsill. The broadcast is there, the song is playing, but if the dial is off by even a notch, what do you hear? Hiss, crackle, interruptions. Anxiety is that misaligned dial. It doesn't erase the song what you're asking for. It overlays noise so you can't receive it cleanly. The more you turn it up, forcing affirmations with a pounding heart, the louder the static. But the moment you tune the dial, same words, different state breath, steady mind clear, the music snaps into focus. Asking in panic is a request. Asking in stillness is an activation. Psychologically, anxiety is a safety program your system flips to fight or flight. Blood rushes to the limbs, breathing turns shallow, and the brain hunts for problems instead of pathways. In that state, every please carries the watermark of fear, and the subconscious reads it as hold the pattern. We're not safe yet. Divine order moves through your channel. When the channel shakes, the flow slows. So don't bark orders at the wind, rebuild the antenna within. Asking from stillness begins with tender honesty. Acknowledge the feeling, then lift it. One notch. Don't banish the tremble, walk it across the bridge. You don't need to perform confidence, you need your body and mind to agree. In this moment, it is safe to receive. That agreement is the passport. Before any power sentence, run a 60-second reset to change your tone. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8, 3 rounds. This 4-7-8 rhythm is a soft break. As your nervous system settles and the chest softens, the body signals the subconscious. We are safe. Place your right hand over your heart and your left hand on your lower belly. Feel the 2 waves, the slow belly tide, and the gentle drum of the heart. Then normalize your frequency with a brief, calm directive. Right now, I return to my steady tone. I ask from stillness. I receive in ease. Notice your spine, lengthen your shoulders, drop your gaze, turn warm and clear. From that base, your next word is finally a command. What if the world outside is still loud? Stillness doesn't demand a silent world. It creates a quiet room inside you so the world can enter without shattering the glass. Try this 24-hour experiment anytime you need to ask for something: information, opportunity, collaboration. Delay your first sentence by exactly 10 seconds. In those 10 seconds, do 1 round of 4 to 7, 8, touch your heart, whisper, "I'm safe," then speak. Afterward, jot what you notice. How did they respond? How did your voice sound? You may be surprised, emails get clearer, calls feel lighter, calendars open new pockets of time. It isn't that others changed. Your signal became crystalline so life could sync. Go 1 layer deeper. Release the urge to slap deadlines on the divine. Right now or never usually springs from the fear of being left behind. Tag a request with that stamp, and you tense the subconscious and life, which is wise, answers with delay to keep you safe. The alternative is expectation without a deadline state. What you invite, the ethical channels it may use, and the feeling state you'll live in while it arrives. Leave the how to higher intelligence. This isn't passivity. You'll spot the next right micro-action that proves your faith. Send the draft schedule, the meeting, clear a drawer for the new thing. The universe loves small definite gestures. Now the full 60-second reset, body anchored, because every spiritual law roots through your nervous system. Sit tall but soft, feet on the floor. Let your eyes fall toward the heart under the sternum as if listening to an old friend. Inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale gently through the mouth for 1 to 8, as if keeping a candle from going out. Repeat 3 rounds. Right hand to heart, left hand to belly. Say quietly, "I choose my steady tone." Add 1 intention-specific line. Money. I receive rightful income through honest channels under grace in perfect ways. Work. I'm ready for the right invitation, and I answer with value. Love. I only welcome mutual, respectful, peaceful love. Seal it with a tiny proof of faith action block, a calendar window labeled "Receiving Tuck" and note in your wallet that reads "Clean Money Flow," or send a genuine thank you to a collaborator. About 60 seconds, just enough to snap the radio into tune. How long until results? Don't turn the ritual into a test. Let it become your style. Results often arrive first as synchronicities, an accidental email that matches your need, an unexpected invitation, or a sudden calm around an old problem. When a sign appears, don't call it coincidence, call it a reply. Hand on heart, offer gratitude in the past. Perfect hang. I'm grateful that what I asked for has already been arriving in the right way. That's an energetic receipt. Let's grow this together. In the comments write, "I'm asking for hack from stillness. My proof of faith action within 4 hours is hack. Example, I'm asking for a speaking opportunity from stillness. My proof of faith action is sending a topic proposal to our internal summit. Public words aren't bragging their witness, and they hand someone else a practice they can try tonight. And if a tiny voice still whispers, "But what if it doesn't happen?" Place your hand over your heart and answer gently and firm. If this is mine by divine right, nothing can stop it. If not, its right equivalent will arrive quickly and kindly. That single pivot removes the fear pin and opens the door to a higher choice. That's the wisdom of stillness, no clinging, so the current can carry you. When you tune your tone, your words finally land as instructions, not noise. Keep this reset close, use it in real conversations, and let your day be the proof. The broadcast has always been playing. Now you're on the right station. Friend, once your body and mind have settled into a still tone, the next skill is awareness. What signal are you broadcasting the instant you open your mouth? Words are only the surface. The universe hears the subtext, your breath, your hidden premise about your worth. When the foundation is clear, your words land as a command. When the foundation is noisy, they land as a vague wish. Here's a compact mirror to check your signal, the 3-3 checklist. 3 signs you're asking wrong. Static, deadline pressure. Your sentence or your head says immediately, urgent, or forget it, which secretly shouts, I'm not safe unless it happens now. Scarcity language. You talk like a beggar. Just a little, if possible. Sorry to bother. Subtext. I'm here for crumbs. Self-cancelling. You affirm I deserve it, then undercut it with, but times are tough, or you act in the opposite way. Delay avoid. Subtext. I don't believe my own words. 3 signs you're aligned on frequency. Steady voice, deep breath. Short, clear sentences at a calm pace. Body relaxed, shoulders soft. Expectation without a deadline. You state what you choose to receive and let higher intelligence arrange timing under grace in perfect ways. Clear ethical boundary. You include by divine right with integrity and mutual benefit, so your request never trespasses another's will. Clear boundaries unlock the subconscious gate. Let's make this practical with a real-life scene asking for a raise. Context. Min is a marketing specialist in Seattle. In 6 months, he optimized 2 campaigns with real revenue impact. He knows a salary review is due, yet his calendar requests keep slipping. Min learns the 60-second reset and tries again. The wrong ask, static, inner voice. If they say no, I'm sunk. I have to close this week, whatever it takes. Email, hi, manager. I know the company's busy and things are tough, but could we maybe consider a small raise? If not, that's okay. Signal sense scarcity, self-discounting hidden deadline. Body shallow breath, tight shoulders. The aligned ask. Before writing or speaking, Min runs the 60-second reset, 3 rounds of 4, 7, 8 breathing, hand to heart, and the calibrating line, I ask. From stillness, I receive in ease. Then he writes, hi, manager. May I book 30 minutes next week to review results from campaigns? A and B revenue, up X%, cost down Y%. I'll present a Q1 scope expansion and a salary adjustment aligned to impact. I'm choosing a solution that serves both sides fair and sustainable. Signals sent, clear aim, clear evidence, clear ethics. No pleading, no time bomb. Body even breath, relaxed posture. In the meeting, short decisive lines. Wrong. I know budgets are tight, so if it can't happen now, maybe later. Self-negation. Anxiety takes the wheel. Right, I propose Moncans with growth targets of % and agreed metrics. 2 options. 1 adjust starting next month. 2, a 90-day KPI-based ramp. I'm ready to assume matching responsibilities. Specific optioned pressure-free timing. When you ask right, you don't corner people. You open a door. Both parties can walk through. Alignment isn't a demand. It's a clear declaration of the right thing offered as a mutual win. A second scene, mending a relationship. Wrong text. If you still care, answer me, don't make me wait. I know I'm partly at fault, but why must I always reach out first? Static blame, deadline threat. Write text, I value our bond and own my part. I'd like to meet Thusat for 45 minutes to listen and explore a new agreement only if we both feel at peace. If now isn't good, I respect that and can offer a later window. Thank you. Clear boundaries, clear responsibility, no coercion. Why the right phrasing holds power. It layers 3 forms of alignment. Man, value awareness, you know what you bring. 2, ethical frame, under grace in perfect ways, never by force. 3, poised body, your posture confirms what your mouth declares. If you say, I deserve it, while your body contracts, the subconscious prioritizes safety, aka delay. Use the 3-to-3 checklist before every call, email, and meeting to see which side your voice is on. A 30-second pre-send ritual before you hit call or send scan the 3-3 quickly. Am I smuggling in a deadline out of fear? Am I using crumb-seeking language? Am I about to undo myself with a but? If any answer is yes, pause. Do 1 4 7 8 breath, hand to heart, and recast your core line as I declare the right outcome by divine right, mutually beneficial under grace. Then edit your message shorter, clearer, softer, and twice as strong. Community practice. In the comments, post 1 swap. Using this template, I'm shifting my ask from Ausschanitsend. Old line to Bacha Uatam. New line for Ak money, work, love. Example from could I maybe get a small raise to I propose Akontasend, tied to Lamon percent targets with 2 implementation options for work. Naming it anchors it for you and for someone who needs your example, worried about hearing no. When you ask from stillness, no isn't rejection, it's redirection toward the right equivalent. A door closes so you don't wander into a room that isn't yours. Fear the self-disrespect of a noisy ask, not the guidance of a clean no. A 20-second voice drill for shaky moments. Stand tall, feet grounded, eyes soft. Whisper 3 beats each on an exhale. I ask from stillness. I expect without deadlines. I receive only what is mine, by divine right under grace in perfect ways. Each sentence steps you back from the cliff of anxiety and onto the floor of poise. We now have tone mirror and model lines. Next, we'll meet a subtler signal breaker than anxiety, the inner critic, the shadow that makes you ask small and shrink good things before they reach you. You'll learn to reinstall your voice of authority, spine, tall, heart, open, wisdom soft. We'll also handwrite for 2 minutes to decode 3 old beliefs and replace them with 3 new commands, the key that opens the magnetic method to follow. Ready to walk into the deep place where you stop seeking permission to shine and simply show up. The smallest voice that makes us ask small isn't the world. It's the whisper in our chest. If I receive too much, am I greedy? Will I upset someone? Will I outshine the people I love? That whisper trains us to shrink to be loved, to ask for crumbs, to stay safe. But divine law never rewards self-shrinking. It rewards being true to design. You were born to shine in your own sacred way, and your light doesn't steal anyone else's. It brightens the room. So let's reframe humility and the guilt of receiving. True humility is gratitude to Source, an honest view of your current capacity and a willingness to learn, but never a denial of the gifts wisdom has placed in your hands. False guilt is fear wearing a thin pious mask, fear of attention, envy, or losing your place in the pack. Every time you say, just give me less so others won't feel bad, you accidentally insult the giver, as if Source miscalculated your portion, and you teach the subconscious that receiving is dangerous. From then on, every ask carries the scent of fear, and the flow slows. Florence gives us a gentle safety valve, under grace in perfect ways. That phrase unlocks 3 core fears at once. 1 fear of selfishness. Grace never delivers what violates another. 2, fear of depriving others perfect ways. includes balance for all. 3. Fear of getting the wrong thing, by divine right, automatically directs you to what is truly yours. With that valve in place, the subconscious exhales, this is a right and rightful ask. A small story. In Denver, a yoga teacher named Paul grew up equating plain living with virtue. Anyone who made a lot was labeled showy. When he opened his studio, he priced classes very low. Students loved him, but he burned out and the roof fund ran short every winter. One day he sat with himself. I've served well. I can be kind and prosperous. He rewrote his ask. I welcome aligned students ready for fair exchange under grace. He raised tuition slightly quietly, set aside scholarship spots, and posted the roof fund openly. What happened? Enrollment held steady, the roof fund filled in 2 months, and Paul finally felt that receiving isn't sin, it's the adjustment that lets giving continue. Remember, receiving isn't the opposite of giving. Receiving is the inhale that lets you keep exhaling. Refusing to receive because others might lack is like refusing to inhale because someone else is short of air. You make the whole room gasp. When you receive rightly under grace, you become a wider channel for good to circulate. Now for practice, a 2-minute handwriting drill. Handwriting imprints the subconscious more than typing. Set a timer for 2 minutes and take these steps. Step 1. Rapid list, no editing. If I receive more, someone else will lose. Wealth will make me visible and unsafe. I'm only worthy when I'm exhausted. Step 2. Transform each line, rewrite directly beneath. Old. If I receive more, others will lose. New. When I receive my rightful portion, I open more channels for good to flow under grace in perfect ways. Old wealth makes me exposed and unsafe. New. My prosperity walks with discretion, safety and wisdom. I prosper gently, cleanly and durably under grace. Old. I'm only worthy when I'm worn out. New. I'm worthy by nature, not by depletion. I create from steadiness and am compensated fairly under grace. Step 3. Seal read aloud slowly. Today I release false guilt in receiving. I ask and receive in grace in perfect ways so I can give more and give better. Pause the video for 120 seconds and really write. When you return, notice the tallness in your spine and the warmth in your breath. That's your voice of authority coming home. One more crucial point: ethical boundaries are your gentle guardians. Each time you declare, by divine right, it's like hanging a sign in your garden, only what truly belongs to me may enter. You don't need to control people, you need clarity with heaven. As your clarity strengthens, envy subsides. Those meant to leave, leave. Those meant to stay, stay peacefully. You stop fearing being too much, because you realize being more isn't rising over anyone. It's rising beyond a former self. Try this receiving ritual the next time money, praise, or opportunity comes. Don't deflect it out of awkwardness. Take 1, 4, 7, 8 breath, smile, and say, I receive in grace. That tiny sentence retrains the subconscious that receiving is safe, and it stops ringing the alarm every time good knocks. Community moment. If you feel a thin film of guilt lifting from your shoulders, share with us using this template. My old belief was ha-hung. My new belief is art-tau under grace. You can keep details private. The value is in the act of witnessing. Writing it publicly isn't bragging, it's a baptism for a new self. Before we close here are 3 breaker lines for when the old whisper tries to pull you back. I'm not taking anyone's share. I'm opening the door to my rightful share under grace. My prosperity is good news to everyone I touch. I receive so I can give at higher quality and with fresh strength. Post them where your eyes land, often wallet, sticky note, phone lock screen. Each reading flips the frame from false guilt to true humility, from fear of scrutiny to resting easy in the light. We've just unlatched the subtlest lock behind asking small, the inner critic wearing a moral costume. Next, we'll fit this refined frame into the magnetic method 3 steps. Ask from authority. Expect without deadlines. Issue the sacred command, and we'll practice a 3-minute nightly seal to store the shift as habit. When your breath becomes the rhythm, inhale the ask, hold the expectation, exhale the command. Law has a clear channel to move through you. You've heard your true voice, and you can spot the moments you're broadcasting static. Now let's snap everything into one seamless practice I call the magnetic method. It isn't a trick. It's how you step back into authorship of your life with the calm of a soul that remembers the way. 3 beats as simple as breathing. Ask from authority. Expect without deadlines. Issue the sacred command. To make it usable daily, we'll place those beats inside a before, during, after frame before the ask alignment. During the ask, 1-2 clear lines after the ask, matching action plus grateful stillness. Before the ask alignment, you can't broadcast clearly if the antenna is tilted. So before is always a short ritual that puts body and mind on the same frequency. Stand or sit tall but soft eyes, resting toward the left chest. 1 round of 4-7-8 breathing hand to heart, and whisper, I ask from stillness. I receive in ease, then add a context line. Money I receive rightful income through honest channels under grace in perfect ways. Work. I'm ready for the right invitation, and I answer with value under grace. Love. I only welcome mutual, respectful, peaceful love under grace. You'll feel a tiny click along the spine that's your signal locking in. During the ask, 1 or 2 clear declarations. This is where authority speaks short, specific, no apologizing. A strong line carries 3 qualities. 1, clarity about what you choose. 2, an ethical frame by divine right, under grace, in perfect ways. 3, a calm tone. Examples. I'd like a 30-minute meeting on Thursday to finalize project scope and a fee aligned to impact. I'll offer 2 options so we can choose what serves both sides under grace. I choose a checkup next week in a morning slot. If that's full, I'll take the nearest mutually convenient time under grace. 1 sentence is plenty if it's clean. After the ask, embodiment plus intentional silence. Follow your words with a matching move. Send the supporting deck tidy the paperwork, set a reminder. Then be quiet. No 5-minute refresh loops, no self-undoing with it probably won't happen. Silence isn't neglect, it's the space higher intelligence needs to work. If jitters return, do 1 4-7-8 round. And remind yourself, I expect without deadlines. The right thing arrives in perfect ways. A Jericho trumpet story. Real-life ordinary magic Mia in New Jersey needed a specialist appointment after multiple delays. Every call came with dread. That morning she tried before, during, after. Before, 4-7-8, hand to heart, I ask from stillness, I receive in ease. During, on the call, hi, I'm Mia. I need a referral-based appointment, ideally, next week in the morning. If that's full, I'll take the nearest time that works for both of us under grace. No apologies, no over-explaining. After. She sent the clinic's confirmation form, then went quiet. 30 minutes later, the office opened a new slot from a cancellation. The walls were her self-downplaying and compulsive inbox checking, and they fell when her tone turned steady. A gentle negotiation, Ahmad, a Chicago freelancer, had underpriced before and paid in overload. This time, before, he slowed his breath and wrote a crisp proposal. During on video, the fee for this scope is alms, including 3 revision rounds and a 4-week delivery. 2 paths. 1, keep scope, keep price. 2, expand scope, adjust budget. Choose what's best for your team under grace. After he sent the deck and did not pile on discounts just in case. Result, the client chose option 1 and added a paid item in week 1, noting clear and easy to work with. Why before, during, after works like a magnet. It synchronizes your 3 operating layers: body, breath, pace, voice, heart, mind, intention, ethics, and intellect practical steps. When those line up, the subconscious tags your command as safe and true. A 10-line plea spoken from anxiety is weaker than a 10-word line spoken from poise. Pocket summary. Pin this. Before 1 round, 4, 7, 8. I ask from stillness. I receive in ease. Add a context line. During 1, 2 declarations, clear choice, plus under grace, plus gentle tone. After matching action, send proposal, set reminder, prep docs, deliberate quiet. If nerves return, breathe 4, 7, 8, and repeat expectation without deadlines. Common worry. If I don't set a deadline, won't it drag on forever? Expectation without deadlines is not passivity. It means you set dates for your actions, not for the universe. For example, I'll send the proposal today and follow up Friday per usage norms. The rest I leave to wisdom under grace. Keep your hands busy with what's yours. Unclench the hand that tries to squeeze the future. Community practice your turn. Post a before, during, after script for something you're facing. Example before, 4, 7, 8, plus, I ask from stillness. During, I propose an interview, Wednesday 10 to 11 a.m. If full, I'll take the nearest slot under grace. After, send updated resume plus 24-hour quiet. Your share anchors your own line and hands someone else a ready-to-use pattern. If you overshoot the tone too long, a hint of self-downplay, don't spiral, adjust. After sending an email, if you spot a self-undercutting line, send 1 short addendum without defensiveness to clarify the proposal above reflects what I believe is fair and sustainable for both sides. Thank you for considering under grace. 1 clean sentence resets the signal. We're about to step into the finale, a 3-minute night seal that imprints this new style gratitude in the past, perfect casting the burden, so you sleep in peace and making physical room for what's right to enter. Many students call it the accelerator because when you end the day rightly, tomorrow tends to open faster. If you're ready, drop a line before. During, after, I'm ready. Next, your words won't just name your choice, they'll set it gently on solid ground as steady as a heartbeat. When night draws the curtain and you drift between waking and sleep, your subconscious is most attentive. You can let it swallow the day's scraps of worry, or you can stand like a kind gatekeeper and whisper, "Today is complete now, I cede tomorrow." Florence's way is always soft but sure. Your word is the wand, and night is when the wand shines brightest. Here's a simple 3-minute night seal to lock your frequency and open the way for the right things to arrive under grace in perfect ways. All day your nervous system has been sprinting, replying, navigating, balancing, soothing. If you fall asleep, replaying what-ifs, the subconscious will press that shaky track into tomorrow. But if you end the day with gratitude in the past, perfect a clean, divine right command, in one small symbolic act, you record a calm, ordered score, and in the morning, that's the music that plays. The 3-minute night seal 1. Gratitude in the past, perfect 60s. Sit at the edge of the bed, feet grounded, hand to heart, shoulders relaxed. Breathe in gently, exhale, long. Then write or whisper 3 already done gratitudes, yes, even for what's still unfolding. I'm grateful the important meeting had been confirmed at the right time with the right person. I'm grateful to rightful income had arrived through honest channels. I'm grateful the mending conversation had happened with respect and peace. Why the past perfect, the subconscious responds to havingness more than hoping. Say had, and the body unclenches that relaxation is the signal safe to receive. 2. The divine right command, 60s. Now speak the ethical key, the gentle safety valve that calms fear of taking someone else's share. What is mine by divine right is now released and reaches me under grace in perfect ways. Say it slowly so each word lands in the chest. This names what's yours while handing timing and method to higher intelligence, clean, kind, and right for all. 3. One symbolic action, 60s. Words become solid when you give them a body cue. Money, clear one slot in your wallet, tuck a small note, clean cash flow. Opportunity block, a 15-minute open door on tomorrow's calendar. Send the pitch, polish the resume, rehearse the intro. Love, set a quiet space for a conversation, light, a candle, set 2 glasses of water and a note. Listen, first, answer, second. That 1 minute tells the subconscious you're preparing a place. What's prepared arrives more easily. Go to sleep with these 3 seals and let your inner watchman keep the night shift. You don't have to steer dreams. Trust the command has been given, the door opened, the path chalked. A 7-day tracker, keep it tiny. Each night draw 1 row with 3 columns. What I asked, 1 clear line. Close the deal meeting next week. Rightful income via Channel A, 45-minute reconciliation talk. Voice score 1-5, 1, ins frantic, 3, equals neutral, 5, equals poised. Add a quick body note, shoulders down, fast pulse. Replies noticed, 24 to 72H calendar. Opens a warm intro, appears unusual, calm around the topic, or a clean no, that redirects you to a right equivalent. By day 7, you'll see voice scores rise and the replies column thicken. Evidence you gathered yourself. Gentle guardrails. Too tired. Run the short form 1 past perfect gratitude, +1 divine right line, +1 20-second action, e.g. Set a reminder for tomorrow's tiny step. Consistency beats length. But what if pops up. Don't argue. Whisper, I expect, without deadlines. The right thing arrives in perfect ways. Then exhale once and return to stillness. A door closes, log it clearly. Door, A closed for protection, pivoting to the right equivalent. Naming it correctly keeps the heart open. Community check-in post this tonight. Gratitude had 1. Command, what is mine by divine right, under grace in perfect ways. Tiny action, akang voice score, achand 5. Example, gratitude had HR had confirmed the interview. Action block 30 minutes to draft the case study, score 4 or 5. You're not showing off, you're sealing and giving someone else a usable pattern. How long do I keep it? There's no finish line, only rhythm. But gift yourself 21 nights and a tiny checkbox each evening. After 21 ticks, you'll notice you speak less but truer, push less yet receive more, and most of all, you sleep in peace. Peace is rich soil for quiet miracles. Before lights out, place a hand over your heart, breathe out slowly, and let this settle over you like a warm blanket. I ask from stillness. I receive in ease. What is mine by divine right comes to me under grace in perfect ways. As we close today's journey, take a moment to hear that soft rhythm in your chest, the sound of your new asking voice, steady, gentle, crystal clear. You've learned to step out of anxiety's noise and turn the radio dial to the right station. You've watched your personal Jericho wall begin to crack open with 1 clean line, spoken in faith under grace in perfect ways. From here on, your words are no longer pleas. They're calm commands issued from stillness, and the universe understands that language. Remember the pieces you've just assembled, the 60-second reset to reunite body and mind, the 3-to-3 checklist to catch static before you speak, the reframe of true humility receiving in grace so you can give longer and better, the before, during, after method that turns every request into a clear current, and the 3-minute night seal that locks your frequency and opens the door for what is yours by divine right. This isn't just technique, it's the lifestyle of a soul that has found its way home. If this message touched you, leave a line below as a small promise to yourself. I'm asking from stillness. My action in the next 24 hours is Hotch Jump Sao, or post a simple tracker. What I asked, voice tone, replies noticed. Every comment drives a stake into this new ground, so your house of faith stands through the night. Before you go, place a hand over your heart and whisper as Florence taught us, "What is mine, by divine right, is now released and reaches me under grace in perfect ways." Then smile. You've issued the command. The great breath will tend the rest. Want to keep training this asking voice each week? Subscribe and turn on the bell. The next chapter in this series is the law of non-resistance and casting the burden, the art of laying down what you carry so what you choose can arrive more quickly and more gently. One more invitation: share this video with a friend who needs to change their tone. Someone asking loudly while an inner whisper still trembles. Sometimes a single undergrace is all it takes for their door to open. And drop one of these seal lines in the comments, your wax stamp on the letter you've just handed to the universe. I ask from stillness. I receive in ease. I welcome only what is mine by divine right under grace in perfect ways. Tonight I seal it. You don't need big drums to change your life, you just need the right tone. Tonight as the lights go out, let the gentle inner gatekeeper stand watch, keeping the door open for the right things to enter. Light, quiet, precise in the rhythm of the breath you've chosen.